But you have a very strong opinion in thinking that they control every aspect of it. They do?
They made a study in Switzerland. There's a big university. They made a study who owns this big corporation all over the world. The biggest 500 corporation in the world, who owns it? So they went to find out who owns it. There is 146 big corporations. Mostly it's financial institutions.
Yes, yes.
They own all the other corporations.
Yes.
So 66% of the Europe, America, South America, Middle East, and Africa, 66% it's owned by 144 corporations.
Yes.
144. They control all the corporations.
And all those corporations are basically all owned by the Bank of International Settlements.
That's right.
Owned by the Rothschilds. And
that's what it says, yeah.
But again, they only have the illusion of control. Throughout history, they have always had to. At one time, they had us totally under the control. It was like, back in the day, it was like, hey, well, we're the kings. I'm going to come into town. I like your wife. Thank you very much.
Now you don't even see them. You see, before you used to see the king. People used to say, oh, the king is over there. Now you don't see. You don't know who's in charge.
Well, there were still people behind the scenes.
The politician, it's a bumper. See, the bumper takes the heat from the guy on the back.
You're absolutely right.
This guy can be replaced anytime. This guy, that guy. Oh, it doesn't matter what it is.
Exactly.
Politics,
But you don't think that the internet, to some extent, has loosened up the control?
Yes and no, because they can use it. Anything could be used for the good or bad. So the internet, in one end, you can use it in a good way, but the son of a bitch, they use it in a negative way to control people.
But do you really? And here's I have the belief, rightly or wrongly, that they also have the illusion of control. In other words, they don't have total control.
Nobody has it.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Even if they think they have, they don't. There are some things they cannot control.
If you study down deep, it's like a computer when they get infected with a virus, and everything goes berserk. That's what the system is. It's a virus, has been infected, and everybody's infected. Everybody loses. There's no winner. Even the people at the top, they think they're going to win something. They do it because they think that at the end, it's going to get something for me. No, nobody's going to win. Nobody wins. This guy is not going to win. Nobody wins.
Yeah, you don't give me any hope at all. I mean, seriously, do we have any hope at all?
Walk away. You have to walk away. You cannot play the system. It's their system. See, when they tell you with the authority.
So get off the grid, go to the country.
Yes, that's the only choice you have.
Take a couple of cows with you and
that's exactly
go back to being a pilgrim or something, or a Quaker.
Look, the people think it's bad. Who makes you believe it's bad? It's not bad, actually. It's a good life.
Oh, no.
You buy an engine in the country?
Believe me, if I had my druthers.
The people has been, brainwashed that, that's bad, this guy is backwards, that's all bullshit. The people who live in the cities backwards. The people that always go, if you go in California, I'm not here. Up here is a bit different. But in California, nobody talks to each other. Everybody walk around with a phone. Yeah. They eat with a phone. When they eat, the phone is on the side, you open, look at the phone and eat. They cannot stay without the phone in 1 second. But they're brainwashed by the phone.
So it is as has been.
So the authority is the author. The author of the system, it's owned by them, the bank. The bank basically owns everything.
So are you off the grid?
No, but that's how you have to do it. You see, when you were born, they give a birth certificate. You see, the name you find, this is the mark of the beast. It's the all cap name. See the all cap name?
Yes.
When you sign your name, do you sign like this? No, you don't.
Right.
That's a different name. All cap name means
you're chattel.
Exactly. You are a corporation franchisee.
You're a member of franchisee. You're owned.
Exactly. They own the name. They don't own you, flesh and bone. But they make you believe that you're the name.
Right.
So when you go to court, if you tell them, are you the name? Yes, I am. Boom, they got you.
Where are you getting all your information and news from?
All over the places, but on the internet it's very tough to get good news.
Yeah.
It's a landmine.
No,
you have to know where you step.
Indeed.
So there is some good information on the internet, but it's very tough to get there. Mm-hmm. It's a landmine. You don't know which one is good, which one is bad.
Well, that's why we have discernment and.
You cannot do it. You can discern because there's so much information. If you try to study law, there's a stack of law from me to the moon. Now, how anybody can understand what the hell is going on in this stack of paper? And they don't tell you what it is. See, every law they pass, there's a remedy. Because it's no law, it's an act.
So you think the technotronic tyranny is inevitable?
It's inevitable because people sign for it. You see, every time you do something, they give you a piece of paper. It says, okay, you want this, you want that, you want these benefits, you want this Google, you want this, sign over here, sign it. You know, application means to beg. You have to beg them. Okay, beg and sign it. So you ask for it. People ask for it without knowing it.
Yeah. Well, I had a young lady one time.
I didn't know, because if I knew it, when my kid was born, they told me, oh, you have to register the kids. If I knew what I knew now, I said, why?
Yeah. Well, again, in bringing up that, I mean, people today are waking up to the fact they're not getting their kids vaccine now because they understand with that's going.
Too little, too late. I've been too little, too late.
So there is an awakening. I mean, people, you're awake.
Yeah, I know, but it's a race against time. Yes,
it is, sir.
I don't know who's going to get first.
They say the world's going to end tomorrow,
It doesn't end, but who knows who's going to get first? I think they're going to get first.
You think so? Yeah.
Unless something happens, but it's tough. So you have to walk away from this system. The system has to walk away.
Yeah,
you give back Social Security, no benefits, I don't want your benefits, get the fuck out of my life.
Well, that's why
you give back the ID, and then you become lawful. Because now you're under the legal system. See, people think that legal and lawful is the same. You know what's the difference? Legal and lawful? Lawful, if I hurt you, I break your leg, I hurt you. This is your stuff, right? If I break this stuff, I burn it with gasoline, I injure your stuff. When you injure, it's property. So anytime I injure your property or I hurt you, I'm going to be under the lawful system because you're going to go to the court, you're going to say to the police, this guy hurt me, I want to be compensated. That's the lawful system. You show up in court and says, yes, he did it. And that's the proof. The legal system, it's anything you want it to be. We can pass a law that says only Italian can have sex tomorrow morning. If you're not Italian, don't apply.
If you're one of the leaders, you can break the laws.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
That's illegal. They give you a privilege.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever they choose for you, you have to accept it.
If your name's Hillary Clinton, you get away with.
Yes, because they're on the system. So they are the authority, the author, the authorized, the author. They. It's like when you go to a casino. The casino, they invented the casino. They are the author, the authority of the casino. They write the rule, the game, they give name to this game. This game is called roulette. This game is called baccarat. This name is called, and they got all, and they are the authority of that thing. They create it. People, when they step in, they say, okay, I want to play your game. You have to play under that rule. So all you have to do is walk away. You give back Social Security. You don't take any benefits. You give back the ID. You give back everything. The legal name is yours. You can have it. And that's the only way to win. You cannot win in this system. You have to walk away from your system.
Yeah.
And they own the old system.
So, it's not easy to do that, is it?
Yeah, but that's the only way to do it. There's not.
So how many people are? I mean.
They don't even know this stuff exists.
Well, of course, we call them preppers. People have been preparing for that moment for a long time. I've known it's coming. I'm still not prepared for it, but I know people that are.
Exactly, because people thought they understand the game. The Democrat, the Republican, it's one coin with two heads.
Oh yeah, well that's why you see this here. Yeah.
People they think it's one coin as two fists, but they are kind of separate.
Well, that's why you see my question today. What is Sessions waiting for? I mean, we've know that we put Trump in.
They play their game.
Yeah.
They don't play your game. The game is to enrich themselves and screw you. There's only one game in town. So some they do it in a nice way, some in a bad way. The Republican says, I'll give you the opportunity to work like a dog and then go ahead. The other guy says, you have to do anything, just apply for benefits. It's all the same bullshit. Because at the end, they're always going to tax you 6%. It doesn't matter what you do. If you do very little, they're still going to take some money. If you make a lot, they don't pay taxes. We pay taxes.
Oh, yeah.
They don't. What do you think? Hillary Clinton pay taxes? This guy pay taxes? Nobody pay taxes. We do. If they break the law, we go in jail. They don't.
Again, that's where the rage came from. That's why you looked at it. That's why they put Trump in this last time, because it was supposed to be Bush and Clinton, and we were supposed to go back to sleep, but, people were angry, so it was Bernie Sanders on the left and Trump on the right.
And he was a totally fraud.
Of course he was.
He was a stooge. He was put it there to give the people the impression that Hillary got some opposition.
Yeah.
Otherwise it would be a coronation. Now if there was no opposition whatsoever from the Democrats, everybody's going to say, oh no, they give it to her. So they set up this funny stage of Bernie saying, it's not funny. The whole system is funny.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
When you go to court, ask question. You ask question to the police. I should ask question to the court, the police. They have no answer. The first answer they give you, find a lawyer. Because the lawyer, it's a part of the system.
Oh, yeah.
So they always tell you, if you go legally biased, you have to ask a lawyer. The lawyer, it doesn't work for you. The priority, you give a note when you become a lawyer, you give a note first to the ground, to the bar association. Then to the customers. They call it client, actually.
You think they're at the point now, I mean, obviously they've never cared. They certainly don't seem like they care anymore. Now, I'm looking at the advent, and where they see it, we see it, of artificial intelligence and robotics.
You see, the flag that we wear, it's not even the American flag. This is the U.S. When I tell you U.S., there's three kinds of U.S. People think it's... Anytime you study the legal system, every word, first of all, they speak legalese. It's a totally fucking different language.
Why the hell aren't you a lawyer?
One meaning on one language.
You should be a lawyer.
One meaning in English doesn't mean the same thing in the legalese. So you don't know because you're not a lawyer. You're not a lawyer. So
That's all language.
Meaning. Second, every fucking word they got 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 definition.
Yeah.
So which one is it? You're never gonna find out which one it is because there's 10 definition every word.
It's language as a weapon.
The U.S. has many definitions. One is the landmass. See, the landmass, this is the U.S. America, United States of America. One U.S., it's a corporation.
Right.
One is one nation among nations. There's many definitions. So you have to ask, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by this? Even if you understand the word, that's why we have different
And they keep it confusing on purpose.
We have house, we have home, we have a car, we have a vehicle, automobile. Why people think this is the same thing, a vehicle and the automobile is the same. No, it's not fucking the same. You know what's a vehicle? A vehicle? The Department of Motor Vehicle.
Yes.
They don't call it Department of Automobile. Because a vehicle, it's a commercial. When you do business, commercial. The driver is a profession. It's not a pastime. When you drive a taxi, you drive a truck, you drive, I don't know what the fuck you're driving. You're an operator, you operate something. You do business. And that's when you have to register. You see, but they trick everybody to do it. That's why everybody has a driving license.
Oh, yeah.
Because they think that you must have it. You don't, actually. Only if you do business, you're supposed to have a driving license. Because they have to register you. You have to make sure your vehicle, let's say you have a bus, and you carry people back and forth. You have to be registered because the government wants to check if your truck has been inspected, the brake is in good condition, the tire is in good condition, because you're responsible for other people.
All liabilities.
Exactly. So that's when you need the license and you have a vehicle. It's when you do business. But most people, they do business. Now, I go to work, I go for a cappuccino, come back home. But they trick everybody because they trick everybody to be a person. You see, person for me and you, person means me and you. You're a person. Oh, you're a nice person. Oh, he's a funny person. Oh, he's a character.
Yeah.
A person is a mask. See, in Italian, persona means per me for the sound. So the word means literally for the sound because it was a mask they put on top of them. It had a few slits, the mask. I used to speak to the mask. So it's a persona, it's a fake character. So that's what a persona is. So they make you a persona. When you go in court, you're never a man. They always you're a person. Judge says, I want to sue in person. When you're gonna come back with this person, it's always a person. He's never man. He never measure man because he doesn't have jurisdiction on the man. He got jurisdiction on this funny old cap name.
Right.
They own the name.
Right.
They don't own you, they own the name.
Right.
But you believe you're the name. So they screw you, screw.
I could change my name to,
It's not about changing the name. The old cap name you have to change.
Yeah.
Go to the but they don't do it for you. Says, look, I don't want the name spelled in all cap name. I want my name spelled like I write it down.
Well, why didn't you do that?
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's not the way. I started.
No,
You have to walk away from them.
they're
Until you bow to them, you apply to anything. Because anything you apply, they make you finance on a form.
yeah.
A form.
Well, essentially, they only have the authority. We grant them.
Yes, it's called a form for a reason. We put you on a form.
Right.
What do they put you on a form? They cast, you make a form and then you cast a liquid, whatever it is, and then you got solidify on the form. That's why they call it form. Because when on the form, you become a statue. And that's what a person is. A person is it's an entity.
Still think you're wasting your talent. You ought to be a lawyer.
When you go, a lawyer cannot practice law. To practice law, you don't need to be a lawyer. The lawyer,
you ought to be a counselor doing something.
The lawyer,
an educator then.
The lawyer, it's only deal with legal system. It's a funny system.
Oh yeah.
It's a system superimposed on another system.
Yeah. Yeah.
The lawful is very simple. You have somebody.
Well, the basic premise of law was, as long as you're not hurting anybody or their property.
That's right.
You know.
Right. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Now you put maybe to put this.
Oh, now it's like if you hurt my
apartment.
feelings, it's.
Yeah. Maybe somebody may show in California. In California, if you put stuff like this, they're gonna police gonna grab in 2 seconds. Hey, you must have a permit. In 3 seconds they dismantle you.
They have done that.
And then you apply for the permit. Oh yeah.
No, they have done that.
They're gonna make you difficult for 6 months, and then you have to pay money.
Well, I beg them to do that to me here. I have begged them to go ahead and arrest me.
It's more easy though. It's more easy, but
well, because I'd be a publicity stunt. I mean, I would love for them to arrest Uncle Sam for practicing free speech. That would make news.
They did already.
But I would take that to the Supreme Court.
They did. They can put in jail anybody. And
well, I understand. Look what they just did with Paul Manafort. This guy wanted to cooperate with him, and they SWAT team him at 3 a.m.
This is all to show the public. But all this stuff, it's all funny. Anything you see on CNN is funny. From A to Z, it's all funny. If it's not funny, you don't see on TV. Yeah. Everybody you see over there that speak has been paid for.
But people know that. That's what I'm saying.
Every time they make a mistake, somebody show up on this bathroom. Make one mistake, the next day is gone. Shoom! What is the guy? Oh, you no longer work with us. So they want you to be very. You have to be very. How do you call it? Tolerant. You tolerate everybody. But if you work for them and you make one mistake, they're not tolerant. In 3 seconds you're out. But they want everybody to be tolerant.
Well, the other day when Hillary Clinton was on The View, and there was one panelist on The View that asked her some, other than softball questions. They weren't even hardball questions. It was just like, some Democrats think that you writing this book is actually hurting some of the. The next day she was fired off the bid.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you're right in that instance. But aren't people becoming? That's why no one's listening to them anymore.
But look, all you have to do is very simple. Who took this tower down? Who did it? Go study.
Yeah.
The study they told us.
It's total bullshit.
It's all bullshit. You can tell in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Even if you question them. Oh, they ran away. No, the report says this was true. They don't answer anything. They don't answer any question. But you can tell in 30 seconds. Building 7 went down. There was a couple of fire appear on the window.
Yeah.
And they said the window went down because of the fire. Okay. So if the fire was in the middle of the building collapsed from the bottom. Yeah. How did it? It's a joke.
Common sense.
It's a fucking joke.
Just common sense.
They said the building collapsed because the heat was so fucking hard that melt everything. That's a fucking bullshit because there was one lady of it standing before the building collapsed. There was one person. Yeah. They zoom in, they identify it was the person. So the person, I think it was a woman, I don't remember.
It was.
He was walking on and down, he was terrified. He didn't know what to do. If I jump, I'm gonna die. If I stay, I'm gonna die. Yeah. He was terrified, the person. So if it was so fucking intense, how the person was...
Well, there wouldn't be black smoke either.
It's a joke.
Black smokes are indicative of a cool fire.
When the plane hit the building, which has 47 columns, 2.5 inches.
And how does this destroy this?
Impossible.
Yeah.
The building has 47 columns.
Yeah.
The column it's
like
big
as our body.
2.5 inch steel.
Yeah.
The plane when he hit the
Yeah.
building, he went through it, even the wing.
I know.
Now, when I came over here yesterday with the plane, I was on the window, on top of the wing. I opened the window. Guess what was on top of the window? There says in the middle of the window, the wing of the, do not step on this. Do not step.
Yes, yeah.
Do not step. Yeah, I saw the sign over there. Do not step because it's so fragile.
Yeah.
It may break.
It's a tin can.
Now, the wing that nobody can walk
Yeah.
because it breaks. He went under the
It
building.
goes through steel. Good, because it was going so fast.
Fuck, it's a joke,
I know.
man. You
I know.
must have been sleeping
know.
for this guy.
I know.
It's so fucking joke.
Well, that you just hit on why I'm out here, because I can't
All right,
stand
take
it.
it
It's a
easy.
pleasure talking. Wait,
It's a joke,
I got
man.
something for you. I got something for you. Where'd he go? He was a king.